Tommy's Time-Twisting Tales, The Wonders of Ancient Greece. Chapter 1, The Enchanted Vase. One sunny afternoon, Tommy was helping his mom clean out the basement. While dusting an old shelf, he found a beautiful, ancient vase covered in intricate designs. As Tommy studied the vase, he noticed it had pictures of people in togas and mythical creatures. "Wow, this is so cool!" Tommy exclaimed, tracing his fingers over the patterns. His mom walked over and smiled. "That vase is from ancient Greece. They made beautiful pottery and told stories through their art." Tommy's imagination started to swirl. He held the vase tightly and closed his eyes, wishing he could see ancient Greece for himself. Suddenly, the basement began to spin, and Tommy felt a strange sensation. When he opened his eyes, he was standing in the middle of a bustling city filled with people wearing togas and sandals. "Welcome to Athens," a friendly voice said. Tommy turned to see a young girl about his age, with dark hair and olive skin, dressed in a simple white tunic. "I'm Eleni," the girl said with a smile. "Come on, I'll show you around." Chapter 2, The Grand Tour of Athens. Eleni led Tommy through the busy streets of Athens. The city was alive with people talking, laughing, and going about their daily lives. Tommy saw merchants selling fruits, vegetables, and pottery at the market. He noticed that the streets were made of cobblestones and there were grand buildings everywhere. "This is the Agora," Eleni explained as they walked into a large open area surrounded by beautiful buildings. "It's the heart of our city. People come here to shop, listen to speeches, and watch performances." Tommy listened carefully, fascinated by everything around him. Eleni pointed to a grand building with tall columns. "That's the Parthenon. It's a temple dedicated to Athena, the goddess of wisdom." Tommy was impressed. He was learning so much about ancient Greece and its people. They continued their walk until they reached a large open-air theater. "This is the theater of Dionysus," Eleni said proudly. "We watch plays here. The Greeks love theater and drama." Tommy stared in awe at the huge amphitheater. He could almost hear the actors performing and the audience cheering. Chapter 3, The Wise Philosopher. As they walked, Eleni told Tommy about Greek life. In Greece, education is very important. Boys go to school to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. We also learn about famous Greek philosophers. Tommy thought about his own school. "What do you learn about?" he asked. Eleni smiled. "We learn about people like Socrates, who was a great thinker, and Aristotle, who studied many subjects. But we also learn about math, science, and art." They reached a quiet garden where an old man was teaching a group of children. "This is Pythagoras, our philosopher," Eleni whispered. They sat down quietly, and Tommy listened as Pythagoras talked about the importance of questioning and seeking knowledge. "To understand the world, we must ask questions and learn from everything around us," Pythagoras said. "Knowledge is the key to wisdom." Tommy felt inspired. He realized that the lessons from ancient Greece were still important today. Chapter 4, Returning Home. As the sun began to set, Eleni and Tommy walked back to where they first met. Tommy felt grateful for the incredible journey and all the new things he had learned. "Thank you for showing me your amazing city, Eleni," Tommy said. Eleni smiled and handed Tommy a small, intricately designed vase. "Keep this to remember your adventure. And remember, the values of Greece, wisdom, curiosity, and learning are important no matter where or when you are." Tommy held the vase tightly and closed his eyes. When he opened them again, he was back in his basement. The vase was still in his hand, and he felt a warm glow in his heart. That night, as Tommy lay in bed, he thought about his journey to ancient Greece. He dreamed of grand buildings, wise philosophers, and a world where curiosity and learning mattered most. Tommy knew that the lessons he learned would stay with him forever.